Well, hello there my dear friends, welcome back to the Scott Reed project. Now today, part 2 of my pig jowl bacon video extravaganza. So if you haven't seen the first part where we made the bacon from the boneless jowl, I will put the links in the description so you can come up to speed. But what we're going to do here is make the old-fashioned traditional English butcher's Bath chap. Now a Bath chap is basically the whole cheek, the jowl of the pig, but left on the mandible, the jawbone, as you can see, rather gruesome, there's some teeth. So I've got one of my cherished vintage books. They don't make them like this anymore. So I can just show you on the skeleton the bit that we are using, this bit here, the lower jaw, the mandible, so it'll encompass the cheek and the jowl that lays across here. So yeah, those few bits of teeth you see in it are from there. What a wonderful, wonderful book. I mean, look at that. But there's the bone in here, and basically we've dry cured this for I think it was about a week. And then I took it out of the vat bag. It's been equalising for a week, and now all we need to do to turn it into that traditional Bath chap is to cook it. Very, very simply, we boil it as we would a ham, and then we'll skin all the skin off, so we're just left with the meat and the fat, and then it's literally just rolled in neon orange breadcrumbs. Sounds absolutely mental. It is. But this is another one of those classic old school butchery preparations that are dying out. I mean, the last time I made these in a shop would be in about 1997. And I haven't seen them since. You may get them up north in some of the markets where they deal in tripe and offal and things like that, but yeah, I haven't seen one of these for, well, yeah, 20 odd years. Easy. So we're going to make one. It's going to be a bit of fun, and I will show you what all the fuss is about. So there ain't no magic Michelin starred way. All I've got is a pot on. I've chosen a shallow one so you can see. I'm just going to turn that heat down. With anything you're going to braise, poach, whatever, you want a very, very slight simmer. So in there then, I've got some carrots, some onions, you'll see bobbing around, some mustard seeds and some peppercorns. There should be enough salt in the jowl to do it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place that in there. Now I'm going to top that up until it's completely covered, and then bring it to a gentle simmer. Just going a little bit handheld here. So I just want to show you what I mean by just gently, very gently, just bubbling away around it. And that's what you're after. Okay then, so after 3 hours gently braising, poaching, whatever you want to call it, we're where we want to be. You can see it's quite brittle now, almost falling off the bone. That's the stage we want it. I'm going to try a bit of that meat if I can get a bit. So cured, look at that. Hey? So cured like bacon, like a ham. Just superb. Now the hard bit. We've got to let this cool in its liquid. It's a really old butcher's technique. And what that does, if you let it cool in its own liquor, I want to turn this over without falling apart. It draws all that liquor back in, makes a real juicy, tender ham. So yeah, it's just a waiting game. So, put that to bed and we'll see it in a few hours. What a difference a day makes. Missed my vocation. So, this beauty is cooled down in its own liquor. Have a look at it. A cheek on there. I'll have a bit of that. Pull that out. Right. It's safe to say it ain't the sexiest looking thing. But, as I keep saying, it's true nose to tail. So, in the traditional way, just take off that bit of skin. I won't bore you with the whole process, but just gently skim it off. Oh, what a shame that bit's fell out. I have to have that. So in true old school fashion, and this really is the way, we dress the top in neon breadcrumbs. And that's how they were made. You see a lot of pictures online. I was having a look last night, and there's not one done, I won't say the proper way, but the traditional English way. And like I said in that picture, that really was me from 1997. Great memories working with that old dude. Was the last time I made these at that exact shop where that picture was taken. So yeah, this is like a trip down memory lane. Another oldie consigned to the history books. Just get the excess off. Tidy up a little bit. Well, there you have it, my wonderful friends. A genuine, old school, British butchery, small goods preparation, the Bath chap. Nose to tail, everything but the squeal. And we used to make those and sell them like nobody's business. I think I'll just cut a couple of slices off actually, see what we got. See what we could have won. So you never lose sight of what we've done here. Is we've taken the pig's head, we've cured it, dry cured it, you can wet cure it if you want to, and then left it in the fridge to equalise, cooked it off, skimmed off the fat, breadcrumbs, and we get this wonderful, wonderful, historical dish. So I'm going to try a bit. Gotta be Coleman's. It's just so good. That fat is creamy. The meat, just the right amount of salt. But as we all know too well, things fall out of fashion, and you can see why really, because as our tastes have changed, you know, everything's got to be lean, everything's got to be healthy. But what you've got to realise is this kind of fat is the good fat. It took years for the scientists to admit that cooking with lard is actually better than cooking with vegetable oil. It's just the genuine fat rendered from the meat. It's absolutely perfect. And yes, again, Not the most attractive looking piece, but once you look past that, you really have got an amazing piece of meat. Some of that on a crusty roll with some of that, maybe a pint of cool cider outside in the sun. The job, my friends, is a good one. While I hope you enjoyed that trip down memory lane, I really enjoyed it. Like I said, it's been 25 years. It's really strange. And looking at that picture, that was the last time I made these. It's mad. And that's 25 years ago, maybe more. No, just under 25. So yeah, times move on. Choices and tastes move on. But some things must remain the same. And this, well, I'm glad I did this, to be honest, because there is not another one like this on Google. Now you can go on there and put in Bath Chaps, but they won't look like this. This is the real deal. Now, if you've enjoyed what you've seen here today on the Scott Reed Project, please click subscribe when my face comes up somewhere, I don't know, here. Also check me out on my social media, my Facebook, my Twitter and Insta at the Scott Reed Project. So, until next time, we've really done that head some justice. Everybody likes a bit of head. So yeah, wonder what other delights we can come up with next. Oh, come on, let's have some of that fat. So, like this, share it, and of course subscribe, my friends. And I'll see you next time. Go on, open wide.